This is the Mirason JY06. It's a foldable drone. Is it any good? Let's find out right after this.
This series presents information based in part on theory and conjecture. The producer's purpose is to suggest some possible explanations, but not necessarily the only ones, to the mysteries we will examine.
All right, we're back. And thank you for watching. My name is Joe, and I am here to talk to you today about a drone that fell into my hands, the Mirason JY06 Pro foldable drone. Let's see what this baby has. This has the ability to take photos, to record video. It has 3 speed modes. It has altitude hold control. It has heading hold mode. Heading hold mode? I don't even know what that is. It has Wi-Fi control. Of course it does. It has to be able to communicate with the phone app. And 1 button takeoff and landing. Low battery alarm, that I don't know about, and custom flight route, which I have not tried, which I'll explain that in a moment too. It comes in 4 different colors: gray, blue, black. Gray, blue, the Pro, gray, blue, and the Pro, black. This is the Pro Black. All right, so what do you get in that little box? You get a carrying case. And because I have so many of drones with carrying cases, I have to write down the information on there so that I don't grab the wrong case for whatever I'm doing. Okay, so what do we get in here? Of course, you are going to get your usual. You're going to get an instruction manual, and this is actually pretty nicely done instruction manual. It's all in English all the way through, as far as I can tell. Yeah. And it has lots of illustrations, lots of nicely done things so that it's easy to read, so that there's all sorts of information. That's really good. That's really helpful. You get your obligatory spare pack of blades and a screwdriver. You see the little screwdriver is poking out there? Isn't that cool? And you get a little card that goes on top of your hand controller that gives you information as to what all the buttons do. And on the back, tips. All right. It comes with 2 batteries, 3.7 volt, rated at 1500 milliamp hours. I believe you're supposed to get around 10 to 12 minutes of flight. I don't think that's quite true. I think I clocked in around 8 minutes. You get a hand controller. The hand controller has a flip up for holding your phone. And what else does it have on here? It has power button. That's always useful. It has trim controls, nice and easy to get to, which you're going to need to, because honestly, this thing needs to be trimmed. Your takeoff and landing button. Up here you have your 360-degree flip, your camera or photo. I think you have to long press for video and short press for photo. Your 3 speeds, and I want to say this button here will have it spin around. I don't know why anyone wants that. Remote comes with a 3-pack of AAA batteries. Not hard to come by in the real world, so that's a nice thing. At least you can get to flying as soon as you open the box. So, and again, this is the inside of the case, just so you can see that. So the drone itself, this is the JY06, the Mirason. It has unfolding arms for the blades, and it has a non-gimbal, single axis, meaning you go camera, but it's manually adjustable. So if you want it down, you have to put it down and then take off at that adjustment. You can't adjust it in flight. All right, let's unfold this thing here. Got to do the rear first because they've got the pegs. And then you do these guys. And there you go. Yes, this is the Mirason JY06 in all its glory. The top button is a pressure sensitive, so you have to kind of squeeze a little bit hard to get that to light up. And then once you do that, there you go. See, you've got the cool blue lights in the front, and that's pretty much it for lighting. So, yeah, that's your orientation light, I guess. And the battery pops in the back here. What does it come with? It comes with a downward facing optical flow positioning that helps keep it in one spot, in theory, so that it won't go drifting all over the place. Unfortunately, my version likes to drift, and it's not the easiest thing to control. And it should be, because even though this has a kind of a plasticky toy feeling to it, check these out. That is a brushless motor. These have 4 brushless motors. This is going to become more and more common as time goes by, because brushless motors are more efficient, they're quieter, they're far more powerful, and you get better flight capacity. So it also comes with a camera. As I said, the camera is rated at 1080p. How good is that? Well, you know, you can say this camera is rated at 4K. It could be, or it could even just digitally upscale from 2K to 4K. That's also viable. The problem isn't in the number of scan lines that it offers. It's in the bit rate, and it's in the frames per second. And I'm going to be honest, when I show you the video that comes from this thing, you're not going to like it. We're going to do that in just a moment, by the way. Do I want to fly this thing? No, I don't like flying it. It's got some issues that I find very annoying. When I try to fly it, I am sitting there struggling. And this is indoor. I'm not even talking outdoor where there might be wind. This is indoor. I'm sitting there struggling to get it to respond to the trim buttons so that it can kind of hover in place. To me, quadcopter is useless if you can't get it to hover in place, or at least reasonably in place, so that you can let go of the controls and just have it sit there. If it did, I'd have a really cool video of me walking around the drone while it's flying so that you could see what it looks like in flight. Consequently, not so easy to do that because you're always struggling to keep it where you want it to be. You know, I think I've done enough to tear this thing down. What I don't like about it is it's hard to control. What I do like about it is they built it with the idea that it should be around for a while using brushless motors, which last a lot longer too, by the way, than brushed motors. And the battery life, not all that great. It's I mean, it's serviceable, it's fine, but it's a very beginner toy thing that will frustrate a lot of people just because of its inability to do exactly what you're asking to do, but even more so when you see the quality of the video. All right, we're back. How did you like that? Was that great video? Was that not great video? I you might have thought that was really acceptable. I personally don't consider that acceptable. I don't need my video to be perfect. I don't need it to have no jelly roll or no, I understand that this has no leveling. It has no electronic control over that. The fact that if it's shaking, that's going to be in the picture. That's going to happen. I understand those things. Believe me, I've been flying long enough to know that. But just straight out of the box, plain video, it's terrible. It's not something you would care to use. It's muddy, thick. It doesn't seem to have a lot of detail to it. Yeah, I'm not real happy with this, but I'm happy with you guys. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Please keep an eye out for me. I'll have more reviews for you in the future. And I have some in the past too. So check those out too. And as always, have a wonderful day.